Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Sidebar Really But Not Really, the podcast. I am your girl, Ms. V. Yes, the hairstylist, the trichologist, and your newest, most popular, podcaster. Oh, that wasn't good. My saliva went down the wrong throat. But anyway, so listen, today we got salon story, right? I don't like saying story time because, everybody got a story time. So this one here, this is salon story. So I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell y'all today about a client of mine that came into a customer, right? That came to the salon and blew me for a loop. So listen, let me just explain to you. When you guys hear me say customer, right? Listen, there is a difference between a client and there is a difference between a customer, right? So I want to get this out the way, in the beginning. I want to get this out the way right now. So when you hear me say customer, you know what I mean. And when you hear me say client, you know what I mean. So a customer is someone that you will service and they're not consistent in your business, right? They come in, you service them, or they purchase something for you and then they go on their way. A client is more like a professional family, if you ask me. They travel with you wherever you go, they're gonna go. This is someone that you have not so much a rapport, but you are a part of their schedule like they are a part of yours. So I have customers and I have clients. So I have sugar honey iced tea. My bad, y'all. I kicked the camera. Oh my God, I kicked the camera. So I had a customer give me a call. And mind you, she calls me on my personal phone because she's someone that I've known for quite some time. So she always had my personal number. And for people like me, I keep my number forever. So this particular phone number I've had this phone number for going on about 20 years now. So it wasn't out of the ordinary for me to receive a call from this individual on my personal number. Now, let me stop there and let me say this. This particular customer, she has patronized my business before. She has also brought her child to me to get services on their hair. So I'm going somewhere with this. So just bear patient with me. So this person knows how I work. This person knows, my policies in my salon. This person knows about, my price points. So this person is not a stranger to my business. So moving forward, I get a phone call from this individual and she tells me that she wants to come to me because she's transitioning out of her locks. And she wants to come to me because she trusts me and she knows I know what it is that I'm doing. And she tells me all of the things that she's thinking about getting or that she wants. So she asks for a particular day to come into the salon. Now, I'm going to tell you the mistake that I made. I didn't make her book online, right? And I'm going to tell you why I didn't make her book online. Because during the conversation and the back and forth and, just the vibe of the conversation, when you are in the business that I'm in, when you talk to people, when someone is serious about coming in or doing something and when someone is just, when they're on the fence or when someone is not going to keep the appointment. As after a certain amount of time, you're going to know these things. So moving fast forward, she asked for a date to come in. And again, the mistake that I made, I didn't make her go onto the site and book and put a deposit down. And then again, she wasn't sure. She knew certain things she knew she wanted, but she wasn't sure of everything else that she wanted. So I kind of basically penciled her into my schedule. Now, let me say this. When she says she's going to come, she does come. So I didn't make it no big deal, but something just wasn't sitting right with me at this particular moment. She gives me a call. Lo and behold, she calls me probably about a day or so before it's time for the appointment that I penciled her in, and she says, "Oh, I don't remember the excuse that she gave me, so I don't want to make one up. I think she didn't feel like it, or she had something to do, or something happened, but she had something she said, and she said, well, can I just do it next, can I just do it next week?" And I'm like, okay, sure. Again, kept her penciled in, still didn't make her book online, still didn't make her pay a deposit. Again, my bad, right? Okay, so let's move fast forward. Someone else booked that particular day as well after the conversation with her, but they booked for a different time, which was perfect because for the time that me and the customer had, it would have been good. It would have been enough space for me to service her and then service my client. You remember? Because this client right here, she has like the world of hair. She has enough hair to give the world. Her hair is long, her hair is thick, but she does have some scalp issues. So I take my time with her. Because I know she has a particular need. So I take my time with her. So I don't rush, and I really don't book people together. Sidebar, really, but not really. I don't book people together because I feel that everybody should have their own time when they're in the salon. I want people to come into my place and I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to feel like their space is not invaded. They might be tired. They might be dozing off. I've had people sleep through most of the service. In the shampoo bowl, they sleep. In the shampoo bowl, they sleep, right? They're sleeping in the salon chair. And people are cruel. People be taking pictures. People be laughing. People be on FaceTime. They be loud. So I like to book everybody when you come to my salon, you're booked by yourself. You're not booked on top of a bunch of people. And then look, you might come in and you might want to cry. And you don't want nobody around you. You want to have that space to feel and be how you want and feel you need to be. So I don't book people on top of each other. With that being said, she was the customer, had the very first appointment. I'm there at the salon. I'm on time, of course, and it's time for her appointment. She's late. Strike number one for the day. She's late. Now, let me go on to the late policy. Okay? Sidebar, really, but not really. If you're late after 15 minutes, because I understand life happens. Life happens. So if you're late 15 minutes, fine, life happens. But after 15 minutes, life goes on. So first 15 minutes, no late fee. The minute after the 15 minutes and on, you get a late fee. Same applies for me. I'm supposed to be in a salon 45 minutes at least. The minimum 45 minutes before an appointment. However, life happens. So if I happen to pull up to the salon, your appointment was at 9 o'clock, and I'm pulling it up after 9 o'clock, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes as well because life happened. However, anything after that 15 minutes, whatever I would have charged my client or my customer as a late fee, I'm going to charge myself, which means that late fee comes off of your service because I charge myself a late fee because I feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I can't expect something of you if I'm not going to give it to you. So if I charge you a late fee and if I'm after 15 minutes late coming into the salon, then I'm going to charge myself a late fee when it comes down to your service. So anyway, first thing, she's late. So before I do anything, mind you, she's coming out of locks. So before I do anything, I ask her, well, exactly what it is, because you told me a lot of different things when we were on the phone. as of today, what is your expectation? What do you want to look like? What do you want? What is it that you want done? So she goes in to say, well, I want a trim. Mind you, she's coming out of locks, so it's not a trim, it's a cut, because she has a lot of dead and split ends. Also, she needs her hair to be shaped so that it can grow out into a nice shape. So I said, well, you're going to need a cut. But so we talk about a cut. We talk about, she wants a silk press. She wants a pin curl set. She wants a full treatment. Now, sidebar, really, but not really. Let me stop right there. When I give a treatment, I'm not talking about sitting you up under the dryer with a conditioner on your hair. No, that's not what I do. I do scalp treatments. As a trichologist, I'm always in my trichology bag. So I do a scalp treatment, and I do a treatment for your hair. So I make sure I give you a full treatment, especially coming out of something like locks, because there's a whole bunch of your scalp that has not been touched, that has buildup on it, that, anyway. So she wants a full treatment. She wants a steam. And then she tells me, oh, and I think I want color today. Now, homegirl, wait a minute. You was already late, so you're not getting no color from me. That's one. Number two, you're just coming out of locks. Let's get your hair together. Let's rebuild your hair. Let's rebuild your bonds. Let's rebuild your density. Let's rebuild before you go into chemicals, because you're coming out of one trauma going into the next. Not on my watch. Sorry, not doing it. Right? So, and I don't care what anybody see on Instagram. I know what I'm not doing in my chair, because I know better. Okay, so she goes and tells me all of this. So she says, well, how much is it going to cost? I said, well, I need to know a list of the services you want, because on the Friday and Saturday, especially, I a la carte my services. I don't do bundles on those particular days. I a la carte my service. So with that being said, I said to her, listen, I a la carte my services, but because you're getting all of these services, what I'm going to do for you today is I'm just going to give you a bundle price, which means that I'm going to either remove the price from off of a service, or take partial money and then combine it all into one price for everything that she's getting. Mind you, she wants a full treatment, she wants a steam, she wants a silk, and she's getting a cut. So I told her, I said, well, the steam, it gets included into the silk press, so I'm going to take the money for the steam off. Then you get your cut, and I'm just going to add, cut that price down, and I'm going to add it in, which I think I did very well. So when I told her how much her bill was, which was $260, I'm not ashamed to say, I told her everything would be $260. She threw her head back like if I told her brush stink. So I said, what's the problem? She says, oh, $260? Oh, no, I thought all my services was going to be no more than $100. $100? I said, $100? She said, yeah. I said, for everything? She looked at me serious, like, yeah, for everything. I said, oh, no. I said, no, I'm sorry. I said, not your treatment is $100. Now, mind you, I said I was not going to a la carte her, right? I said your treatment, my lowest treatment, my full lowest treatment is nothing less than $90. I said my treatments, no, I'm sorry. And the treatment that she was getting, oh, okay. Anyway, so I said, I'm sorry, I can't do all of that for $100. So she sat there for some time. So I gave her time to get her head together. So I said, are you okay? She says, yes, I'm just not understanding why I can't get my services done for $100. I said, because I'm sorry, and I was very nice about it, very polite as I can be. I said, I'm sorry, but my price is my price. And you have a small business and you charge what you charge. So I don't understand why this is is an actual issue or a conversation. But I understand, you feel in the way that you feel. But is there anything that I can help you with? So she was like, I just don't understand why I can't get my hair done for $100. So I digress at that point because it's not going to be coming back and forth with me. I'm just not going to do that. So she still sat there in my stylist chair. So I said, I don't want to be rude. I said, you can, if you feel you need to get your head together, I said, that's fine. But I'm just going to ask that you sit in the waiting chairs because I have to get ready for my client. Mind you, I have to put all my materials away that I took out that I knew I was going to need regardless to what. I had to put those things away and get ready for my client. Because when my people come, I want to make sure that I'm prepared. If I know what you're getting, I want to have my combs laid out. I want to have my products laid out. I like to have my shampoos, at the bar, on the counter, set up. I want your cape, your towel. I want all of that stuff. All of that stuff got to be out. So she, really sat there for a good while. I don't know if she thought she was going to wear me down for me to do all of the services for $100. But I said, no, I wasn't going to do that. Now, if she would have came to me and said, well, I only have $100. What is it that I can get? Or what could you do? Then, we could have kind of worked something out. But I wasn't going to let this person play on me. And then this is the thing. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to say this, right? Anytime there is an event going on or something that's going on, this person is there. So my thing is people are going to pay for what they want. And because I don't know if it was a thing because I know you're going to discount this for me, but that's the time that I'm not going to discount it for you is when I know you, because I know I see what you do, and I know and listen, I'm not giving you a price based on how you live. My prices are in black and white. Everything is there. I don't change the price. You can be a millionaire, and if you come in, if you want to bless me with more, fine. But my prices are my prices, and they're there. They're right there. So I didn't give her anything based on what she make or what I see her do or what she drive. No, I gave her the price from up off the menu. Matter of fact, I discounted the price, I'm going to say, because I gave her a bundle and I didn't do a la carte. So I actually took what was on my menu and I kind of took some money off of everything and just did a combination so that she could have everything that she wanted. So I don't know if what was the thing, like, okay, you're going to give me what you want to give me because you feel you know me and I'm going to accept it. No, I'm sorry, not happening. So moving fast forward, I see her. It wasn't nothing personal because this is a business. This was a business. And wait a minute, let me go here for a minute. Sidebar, really, but not really. Again, when you come into my place, you get a service that is custom to you. No two people will ever get the same service. No two people, again, I'm going to say, no two people will ever get the same service. Everything is custom to you. I shampoo hair like no other. I brag on myself. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I shampoo hair like no other. I do what needs to be done. So when I give my price is my price. That's it. So moving fast forward, I'm in the park. I'm going to walk. I'm going to do my walk in the park. I see the customer. Now, again, it's a business. It wasn't anything personal. No love lost. It's not on my end anyway. She walked past me like she didn't even know me. She walked past me like she didn't even know me. I said, oh, yes. So I'm just like, oh, okay. But listen, at this point of the game, I used to get really bent out of shape. I used to downgrade my prices. I used to do, try to over exceed. Trying to over excel to keep people happy, to keep them in the chair, to do things. I would go as far as doing things that I wasn't comfortable doing. I went as far as doing things that I wasn't comfortable doing just to please people, and it never worked out good for me. It never worked out good for me. So I'm at the point in my career, I'm at the point where I'm comfortable. I'm that comfortable within myself, right? And it's like, listen, I don't feel comfortable doing that, but I will direct you to someone that can help you. And especially when I'm dealing with new people, I like to talk to them first before they even come into the chair. Before they even come into the salon. I want to talk to you first. I want to get a feeling of if we are a match, because again, no offense to anybody's dollars, but all money is not good money, right? So I want to make sure that we are a fit. I want to make sure that I'm your stylist and you are my client, because everybody is not going to be a stylist and everybody's not going to be a client. So I want to make sure that we are a match, that we fit, So yeah, this was one of those things. I was a little taken aback, because it's not like she didn't know who I am, or I was new to her. I don't know what that was about. It like kind of threw me for a loop. But listen, guys, that's business, So listen, I really, really, really appreciate all of you for taking the time out to giving me however many minutes this podcast is, to sit and just listen to my story time. But look, this is what I want y'all to do for me, because I don't ask for much. I need y'all to subscribe. I need you to like. I even want you guys to comment, because I want to know, what do y'all think? What would you have done in this case if you was the stylist? What would you have done in this case if you was the customer? Please tell me, let me know. I really want to know, what would you have done? What would you have done if this was you, if you was in this position? Talk to me. Oh, wait a minute. And you know what? I forgot to say. In my salon, right? I supposed to have ended it, but no, I'm going to end it here, right? In my salon, on my booking system, I have a feature that works like Afterpay. Anybody know what Afterpay is? Okay, so it's like Afterpay, Zip, Sezzle. So you can pay for your hair in 4 installments. Right? So even if you wanted to get your hair done and you did not have all the money, you can go on there. You can put your information in, like if you was using Afterpay. They will approve, tell you how much you can spend, and then if you tell them what services, you put the services that you want. And then what they do is they break up the services in 4 payments. So you're actually doing like an Afterpay for your hair. So if you want to get, say for instance, you want to get a $400 hairdo, you don't have the complete $400, go onto the system, go onto the site, you put what it is that you want to get, you tell them that you want to use the Vagaro Pay, because I'm on Vagaro, you tell them you want to use the Vagaro Pay. What Vagaro Pay is going to do, they're going to split up what it is that you're trying to purchase. They're going to split it up into 4. They tell you what your first down payment is, and then they give you your payment schedule. So on that note, I never have to take less than what it is that I'm supposed to take, because I have Vagaro Pay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to end with that. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and guys, also please share my podcast. Just give it to somebody, because we're here to enlighten, we're here to educate, and we are damn sure here to entertain. Okay, peace out from the Queen, Ms. V. See you later.